Hi guys, today we are going to do the review for the test, and for this we are going to look at some of the questions. First, we read this question. Emily says that she can prove the Pythagorean theorem using the following diagram. She explains that she can divide the squares on to shorter sides in the grids with equal size grid squares. She says that she can rearrange the grid squares to cover the area of the square on the hypotenuse, which proves that the sum of the squares on the two shorter side equals the square of the hypotenuse. Now for that, what they have done, that this is the dark side and they have put the dark side here. There are 16 squares here, and this is 9 squares. So this is basically 3 square, 4 square is equal to 5 squares. But if we do in this way, because the shape, the shaded or the gray are not squares, so when they say is this a valid geometrical proof that a square plus b square is equal to c square for all the right triangles, this is not the solid proof. Okay, the reason why, so no, this proof only works when you can draw grids on the square. It does not work for all right angles. So hope you understood that this cannot work because this shape is not a square, nor is this shape. So if it is not a square, you cannot do it. The next question says a triangular piece of fabric has side lengths 1.2 feet, 2 feet and 1.6 feet. Will it fit the corner of a rectangular quilt? So when we are talking about a rectangular quilt, so it will be this in shape, and we are looking at the diagonal. If you have these three measurements, the 2 feet is the longest, so it will be the hypotenuse. 1.2 can go here and 1.6 can go here. Now what am I going to do is use the Pythagorean theorem. 1.2 square plus 1.6 square should be equal to 2 square. You can do the workout and figure out that yes, it is a right angle. Hope you're getting it. You just have to do the square on the calculator and see if it tallies. This is equal to this, then it's a right triangle. Now this question is a little tricky, so we need to make sure we are drawing a diagram to understand this question better. So first I will draw a coordinate plane. Actually this is not a coordinate plane, but we'll draw 4 sides. It says town hall is located 4.3 miles directly east of the middle school. So this portion is our middle school. East, west, north, south. So east of it is town hall, and town hall is 4.3 miles. The fire station is located 1.7 miles directly to the north. So from here, north, so 1.7. Now I need to find this distance. So basically what I'll do is 4, and I know this is hypotenuse. To find the hypotenuse, I'll do 4.3 square plus 1.37 square should be equal to the h square or hypotenuse square, and that means I get 18.5 plus 2.9, which is equal to 21.4, and if I radical this, I get 4.6 miles. You can do the calculations on your calculator, and they told you to round to the nearest tenth. Okay, now we are going to work on the same diagram for the second question. It says the hospital is 3.1 miles west from the fire station. So from here to west. Okay, so there is the hospital, and it is 3.1 miles. Now I need to find the distance between the middle school. So this is the distance between the middle school. Okay, so this is something which I need to find, and you know that's the leg. If it's a leg, how do I find the leg? Is 3.1 square minus 1.7 square is equal to the leg square. Now if you do the calculations, you should get 9.6 minus 2.9 should be equal to radical 2.1. So here the answer is 2.1. Okay, and you can radical that, and the answer is this. What is the length of the diagonal of a poster board with dimensions 22 and 28? So they're asking the diagonal, that means they're asking the hypotenuse. So 22, 28, so you can do 22 square, 28 square, and then figure out what is the hypotenuse, and this should be your right answer. Okay, the three sides length of 4 triangles are given. Which triangle is the right triangle? Now we are looking at the triangle. When we do 6, 7 and radical 13, if you go ahead and do radical 13 on your calculator, 13 is 3.6. So if I have 3.6, 6 and 7, my triangle would look like this. 7 is the hypotenuse, radical 13 is one side, and 6 is other side. Go ahead and do 6 square plus 13 should be equal to 7 square. 36 plus 13 is equal to 49. 49 is equal to 49. And this is the way. If this is there, yes, this is the right answer. But if this doesn't tally, then you have to go and look for a similar thing for the second, third, fourth option, and then figure out what is the right answer. But for first one tally, so you don't have to go for B, C and D. So I'll do the second page in the second video. Okay guys.